beware. Though your fates are written, the road ahead is perilous. To keep the world from endless night, you'll test your limits against fearsome foes. No pressure, though. You've got this.
Hey button pushers, Nick here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Unruly Heroes on the PS4. The game was developed and published by Magic Design Studios, and they released it on PC, Switch and Xbox One back in January, and released it on PS4 at the end of May. They kindly sent me over a review copy of the game, so thank you very much to them for that. The review is up on the website. And don't forget to subscribe to see more of these videos. But for now, let's get to it.
Only 4 truly unruly heroes can turn back that dark tide and restore order to heaven and earth. Well, at least I'll give it a shot.
As a quick overview of the story, there is a Sacred Parchment which has been used to keep order for an eternity. It's been destroyed by forces of darkness, and fragments have been spread across the world, spreading chaos and disaster wherever it goes. So it is up to you as the 4 unruly heroes to make your way through the world, collecting up all the fragments and generally restoring order. You know, basic hero stuff. If you're watching this video, then chances are you have played at least one platformer in your life, so you know the deal with platformers. You move to the left and right, you jump, you attack, and you have special abilities. And this is even more the case now that you have 4 playable characters all at the same time. The 4 characters are completely unique. 2 of them are double jumpers and 2 of them can glide, so you can navigate the same way with everyone, it just depends on your preference, but each one of them has their own individual powers. There's one that can create a magical barrier, so it gives you a bridge to walk across if there's any gap you couldn't get across any other way. One can fly, one has an energy ball that can be bounced around to hit magical switches, and the other one is just a lot stronger than everyone else, so they can be used to get through strong walls that were otherwise impassable. Obviously there are perks to playing as 4 people at the same time. You don't share a health bar. Everyone has their own individual health bar, so you can switch between them at any time with the press of a button. So if one person's taken a lot of damage, you can switch out for a different one so they're safe. If you don't get the timing quite right and one of them goes down, then it's not the end of the world. All that will happen is they will die, which is obviously not good, but then you can switch to another character and you'll be taken back to the nearest checkpoint, or the lantern, which the games use as checkpoints. Once you've moved on, you will eventually get to the place where you died, and there will be the spirit of the person that fell. If you attack that spirit, then that person then becomes playable again, albeit with a reduced health bar, but you know, it's better than no health bar. The danger, though, is during boss fights, because bosses are strong enough to break your spirit, which basically means that if a person dies, then their spirit will be floating around, and if you attack it, then they become a playable character again. If the enemy attacks it, so if the boss manages to get to it before you do, that spirit is broken and you are facing the rest of the fight as one person down. Or if you're really unlucky, 2 or 3 people down. You get to 4 people down and it's bad times, it's game over. Now the combat of the game is nice and straightforward, as you would expect from a platformer. It's just 2 buttons to attack, and you can attack people on the ground, in the air, you can combo between different attacks. There's really not that much to learn when it comes to the game, but there's enough there that you can do some quite fancy things with the right amount of button mashing, but you don't have to know how to do all the combos. It's a good compromise, really. Each character has their own unique special attack, and the meter for this is indicated by a blue bar just above their health. Once you've got that full, you can unleash a really powerful attack that's strong enough to take out multiple enemies or deal huge amounts of damage to the boss, but you don't have to use it as soon as it's built. You can sit on it and stockpile it for kind of a situation that better calls for it. So you could build it up with one character, switch to another one, build it up, switch, build, switch, build. So you have all 4 of them ready to go with their strong attacks. This is great if you do face a massive wave of enemies, or if you're facing a boss and you have all 4 attacks ready. It puts you in a much better position. The game plays out like a classic platformer to a certain extent, so you're moving to the left and the right, you're jumping over obstacles, over gaps, fighting enemies, but it feels different. The dynamic of having the 4 characters and their own special abilities makes the game feel really unique, and there are other aspects that are thrown into the game as well. So there's generally mini bosses at the end of the level. There's a whole level just focused around possession, so you take over somebody and you're in charge of a wolf through a level, controlling other wolves. It's different, is what I'm trying to say. There's enough there to keep it different and keep it entertaining without just being a rinse and repeat format. If you're anything like me, you like your platformers to have a little bit more to them than just get to the end of the level, do the next level, get to the end of the level, do the next level. And thankfully, Unruly Heroes does offer up more than that. So at the end of every level, you are given a ranking, so in the form of a medal, so bronze, gold, emerald, or diamond. You can only get specific medals based on certain difficulties, so if you play the game on easy, then you're never going to get the highest rankings, and you're also ranked on things such as how many coins you collected, how many times you died, the time you did it in, and this gives you a really good incentive to actually go back and replay some of the earlier levels once you've got better at the game. Something that is a really helpful little feature is if you replay a level, then all of the coins that you previously collected are greyed out, so you can still pick them up again, but it doesn't really mean anything. It just highlights to you which ones you need to actually get and which ones you've got before. There's also scrolls hidden on every level, and these are some of the more well hidden things in the game. So there's secret areas that contain coins and everything, as you would expect, but the scrolls are generally the most well hidden thing out of everything. Once you find them, you unlock an additional piece of artwork in the gallery for the game, and similarly with the coins, once you have enough of them, you can buy new skins for the heroes as well, it's a good reason to actually bother. Instead of just collecting them, you can do something with them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Unruly Heroes. So as I mentioned, this was all recorded on PS4. The review is up on the site now, so link for that is in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video if you indeed liked the video, and subscribe to the channel for more of these gaming videos. Thank you again, and until next time, hear the music.